How we doing today, George? And how's it going to you folks at home? It's Saturday. It's another edition of Movie Stop, and as you can see, I'm representing my Steelers today because the NFL draft is happening today, the last day of it, rounds 4 through 7. They've had a pretty good draft so far. They drafted Broderick Jones. They had to trade up to get him. Yesterday, they got Joey Porter Jr. to start it off, and then they got Keanu Benton, and then Darnell Washington fell right to him at 93. They have a 4th rounder today. It's going to be pick 130. And then after that, they have 2 7th rounders coming up. So there's a chance that they could probably get some more capable players there. But they're having a pretty good draft so far. I'm really looking forward to see what happens this fall. But that's not what you're here for. You're here to see me go around looking for movies. And honestly, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a whole lot of stuff because it's not a busy new release week. Most of the new releases that I want to get, I already ordered online because that's the only place I could probably get them. But we do have some stuff, though. If I don't find anything today, don't worry about it. I ordered some stuff online. It came in the mail this week. We're going to show you that at the end of the video. But before we do that, though, let's just go to my normal stopping ground. So we're going to start off, as always, at the bestest of buys, Best Buy. Let's go inside and see if they have anything. Like I said, it's not a big new release week, but we'll take a look and see what they got. So over here on the new release wall, not a whole lot there. They have one new release here. I actually was kind of tempted by this one, Jesus Revolution. Mostly because the person that made this made American Underdog, which I thought was a pretty good movie. Plus, it's got Kelsey Grammer in it, and usually I'll watch anything with him in it. Am I going to pick it up today? Probably not. I'll probably wait for it to come down in price, $22. But other than that, though, they have Rebel Without a Cause. I think they had Steelbooks last time. Batman, The Doom That Came to Gotham, Halloween Ends. They still got that Steelbook there. I was tempted to kind of get that Ghost in the Shell Steelbook for $17, but am I going to pull the trigger today? Probably not. Still got plenty of Flashdance, Cool Hand Luke. Here's one of the new releases another one of the new releases that came out this week. David Bowie's The Man Who Fell to Earth, the Steelbook, for $22. Tempting, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to get it. But other than that, I think everything else here is pretty much stuff that's been here the last couple of weeks. A lot of the same stuff they had before, all the Next Generation movies. Triangle of Sadness was new this week. Not really interested in that. We do have this one, Justice League RWBY, an anime movie, Superheroes and Huntsman Part 1. Usually with these, they come down in price at some point, so maybe once it comes down to $15, I'll definitely check it out, but not right now. We still got Cocaine Bear. I'm not going to do the joke again. But other than that, though, I don't see anything else here of interest. Alright, so I'm just coming out of Best Buy right now. They didn't have anything in there. And like I said, it's not really a surprise. This was not a busy new release week. And like I said, all the new releases I wanted to get, I already ordered online. So, like I said, I'll show you that at the end of the video. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next destination. And that is going to be Barnes & Noble. Let's go inside, see if they got anything. Well, my Barnes & Noble still has Criterion's here, so that's good. Got more copies of Cocaine Bear. Anything else of noteworthiness here? Nope. Forgot to mention an update on the Maltese Falcon. I actually did get the 4K version of this through Amazon. It's going to be coming in the mail hopefully soon. So when I show that off to you, I will definitely let you know. But I do have the 4K for that coming my way. Here's a new release I completely forgot about. Gendy Tartakovsky's Primal. I've actually never seen this show before. I should watch it. I do like Gendy Tartakovsky's work, but I completely forgot that this came out this week. I think I can get this on Blu-ray though, but I had to catch up on this show, honestly. Yeah, let's just say I found that cheaper somewhere else. I'll show you that in a little bit. They've actually added Pinocchio and Jiminy Cricket to the Funko Pop poster sets next to Snow White, and then over here you got Avengers Endgame and the Star Wars one. Again, nothing I needed to get right away, so nothing in Barnes & Noble. I'm 0 for 2 right now, and again, not a big deal if I find anything today, but if I do, it's an extra bonus for the day. So let's go ahead and go to the next destination, which is going to be Half Price Books. Let's go inside and see if they got anything. I was just about to say there's nothing here, but look at what I just found. Strange World, the regular 4K version, the one that's from the Disney Movie Club. I think I may have just found something I'm gonna get. So I'll stick that in there for now. Well, I knew it had to be half-price books that would break me, so needless to say, I'm gonna get something. I might be picking this up, Ticket to Paradise with George Clooney and Julia Roberts. I thought the trailers for this did not look that great, and so I completely skipped the film out, but it's got some decent reviews to it, and it's only $10 for the DVD of this. So that might be an option. La Dolce Vita, Federico Fellini movie. I have a couple copies of this already, but I've never seen this in person before. I think this is the original release of the film on DVD for $20. I think I might get that one. Those are the two I'm not sure I'm going to get, but I'm definitely grabbing this one. I'm definitely picking this one up because this was going for like $40 or so on eBay. I wanted to get my hands on it, but I just couldn't put the money up for it. I'm definitely grabbing that. That's one I'm definitely grabbing for sure. These other two, I'm going to think about it. I bought something. I knew Half Price Books was going to do it, but you know what? Today I couldn't pass up what they had in there. So, I know I got Strange World, but did I get the other two things? Well, we're going to find out in just a little bit, so stay tuned. Quick trip into Walmart. Alright, so inside Walmart now, heading over to the electronics real quick to see if they have the Warner Brothers. I see them over here. I could already tell they're here. There they are. There they are. Check this puppy out.
It's April.
It only takes one. It only takes one store to have something that I want, and then all of a sudden my plan to kind of not spend as much money goes down the toilet. But you know what? That's okay, because you know what? That's just life sometimes. You see something, you just have to get your hands on it if you feel like you have to do it at the right time. And Half Price Books, every time I go in there, man, there's always something in there that I have to kind of get, because the chances of it being there the next time is very much slim to none. But I'm proud of my purchases that I made today. I made a couple of them, actually. As soon as I left Half Price Books, I was just like, well, that plan didn't go well, so I might as well buy some stuff. And let me just go ahead and start with the stuff from Half Price Books, and then eventually we'll get to the stuff I got online over the last week. But you pretty much saw everything I got at Half Price Books. The first thing I got was La Dolce Vita, Federico Fellini's movie, which I already have on a couple of Blu-ray versions. I have the regular Blu-ray release that came out a couple years ago, and then I have the Criterion Collection release, but I've never seen the DVD release before in public. This is actually the first one that I think actually came out on DVD, and I love this movie. I really think it's a fantastic film. I love the style of the movie. I like the black and white cinematography. The visuals are just amazing, and just the story is so... It's a fantasy film. It's a fantasy film of this guy who gets seduced into this crazy world, and he meets these strange people, like the woman on the front here, but Anita Ekberg. Just a really fantastic film. I love it so much, and it's very close to one of my favorite movies. It's one I usually go back to once every couple of years, and it's a movie that I really do like. And I saw it there. It was $20. I figured, you know what? I never seen this before in public, and apparently it was there for at least the last 6 months, because you know how Half Price Books has the sticker on the label, and it tells you when exactly they got this in. Apparently that came in September 2022, so I must have missed out on it. But that's my first time seeing it, and I figured, you know what, I'll pick it up. It's a good chance to watch it again. Another chance is I've watched it in a couple of years, so maybe it's a good time to go check it back again. Maybe it's time for me to check it out again. That's what I meant to say. Anyway, on to the second thing I picked up here, and that is Ticket to Paradise. I've got 2 tickets to paradise. Had to do it. George Clooney, Julia Roberts. And like I said before, the trailer when this came out did not really impress me. It also didn't help that the fact that this was also directed by the same guy that did the Mamma Mia sequel, and I don't like the Mamma Mia movies, but it's George Clooney and Julia Roberts. Usually they don't do really bad movies. I mean, every once in a while there'll be that one, but they're usually very good in most of the stuff I see him in, and the reviews for this weren't the worst. They weren't terrible, but I figured, you know what, this is actually cheaper than what you can get for the DVD for it on Amazon right now, which is like $14. I think the Blu-ray's like $20 right now, and I figure, you know what, it's only $10. I figure if it's not that good, I can always just sell it back online again, and I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. There are people in here that I really do like, and even though the trailer didn't really wow me, the reviews for this were actually not terrible, so there's actually a chance that I may actually be pleasantly surprised by it. I'm going to give it a shot. It's only $10. But this was the thing that I saw in there, and I was just like, okay, well, there goes my plan to not buy anything, because Strange World on 4K. Now, why did I pick this up, you might be asking? Because I already have the regular Blu-ray for it. I already have the Steelbook version of it. I picked this up because this is a Disney Movie Club exclusive. You cannot get this on 4K anywhere in stores except for the Best Buy Steelbook. And the only way you can get this without the Steelbook is on the Disney Movie Club's website in 4K. And I almost bought it off of eBay when this came out, and it was almost like $50 on eBay. I almost bought it on eBay for $50, and that's the highest I would have paid for it. And when I tried to bid on it for that price, people just kept buying it and putting bids in, and it would go over like $60, $70, and I was just like, can't do it, man, can't do it. So I gave up on getting it. But then today I found it in stores, and for $20, it's worth it. And it's also worth it because, as you're going to see right here, it's still wrapped up in the packaging. It's still factory sealed. So, yeah, $20. Of course I'm going to get it. Apparently the person that brought this in here has a ton of Disney Movie Club exclusives, because if you go through that section, there's that Lightyear slipcover that's the different one from the regular edition. That I've shown it before. I've thrown it on the floor because it's Lightyear, but there are other Blu-rays like that are very much from the Disney Movie Club, and you could tell they're the Disney Movie Club because of the exclusive slipcovers and stuff that you can't get anywhere else, like this right here. And like I said, $20. I couldn't pass that up. I had to get my hands on this, so I broke my plan to not spend any money because of that, and I really went all out, because as soon as I got back from Half Price Books, I saw something in Hot Topic. I said I wasn't going to get it, but I figured, you know what, I'm already in. I have some money to spend, so I'm getting myself an Indiana Jones Funko Pop. They just brought this in this week. It's a new, I think it's just a random Indiana Jones Funko Pop, and if you look at it, it's mostly like, here, I'll show you right here. It's a Hot Topic exclusive of him with getting all beat up. He's got the whip and everything. But if you look on the back here, there's all the characters from the rest of the set, and it's just the regular Indiana Jones right there. You also have Marion Ravenwood, Sala, Arnold Todd, Indiana Jones' father, Henry Jones Sr., another Indiana Jones. I think that's it could be like the full-scale one. I think I actually do have that one, but yeah, I found this in there. They just put it out for the new Indiana Jones movie. And again, I'm really looking forward to checking it out, and so I couldn't pass this one up. So I did pick up this one here. It was $15. I figured, why not? And I actually have to go through my Funko Pop collection, honestly. It's been too long, and I am getting way too many of them at the same time, so it might be time for a good cleanup of my Funko Pop collection, along with some other things too. But I will do that when the time is right, which will probably be in the next couple of weeks or so. So that's all the stuff I got this week at the mall in Monroeville. So what else did I pick up, you may ask? So what exactly did I get this week? Let's start small. Let's start with the stuff from Mercari. And first up here, I have a movie that I saw on there. Hadn't seen it in stores before, but it's a movie I've been wanting to see for a while now. It's got Nicolas Cage in it, and it was a Shout Factory release for only $15, so I couldn't pass that up. I picked up Adaptation. I picked up the Shout Factory version of Adaptation. Never seen this movie. I've been wanting to check it out. It's directed by Spike Jonze, who did Being John Malkovich. And I love Being John Malkovich. And it's got a great cast. Meryl Streep, Chris Cooper, Judy Greer's in here as well. I remember watching the trailer for it, and I just never got around to seeing it. So now I have a copy to watch, and I'm hoping for good things. I've heard a lot of great things about it. I could have gone the 4K that's been out there, but just stick with this one here for $15. So that's Macari. Now here's the thing. Here's the big new release of the week that I was talking about. The only new release I was really looking forward to getting, and it's this big behemoth right here. Cheers, the complete series on Blu-ray. All 11 seasons on Blu-ray. And this is a heavy, heavy box. In fact, it's about the same size as the Frasier Complete Series box set. In fact, honestly, I could lift both of these box sets as weights, honestly. In fact, let me show you what I'm talking about. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. 3 Mississippi. I just need the little thing in the middle so I can just lift it on their tone. But for the moment, I'm just using my hands right now. This is really stupid, I know. But look at the size of these things. Like, these are pretty massive things. I mean, this is 11 seasons each. 22 seasons, 22 sets here on these 2 big behemoths of box sets. Sets that I really don't need necessarily because I have these on DVD already, but anytime I can update the quality of anything, I just got to take the chance on it. So you can see right here. Can you see? Yeah, right there. There's Frasier, and then there's the new Cheers box set. So those are the pickup. That's the pickup from Amazon. But now we come to the main attraction. The reason why I didn't want to spend too much because of all of. Look at this. Just friggin' look at this. The Warner Brothers 100th anniversary slipcover sets. I finally got the ones I wanted to get. I showed you a couple of the ones I got in North Carolina. I showed you the one that I got last week. And now here's the rest of them right here. Most of these I got online. Some of them I actually got in store. And I'm just going to go run through all these real quick for you right now. So we'll start off with the one I wanted to get the most. The Looney Tunes Complete Platinum Collection. These are really awesome. And they have some other clips from here. Not just from the Looney Tunes cartoons from the past. But the Looney Tunes show. And just other different Looney Tunes things all over the place. Nice cover right there. The set itself has all 3 of the Platinum Collection sets in one. And that's the one I wanted to get the most. That was $20. I got that one online. This one I got in stores tonight. That's why I was in there at Walmart earlier for a couple of these. Clint Eastwood 10 film collection. And I think this one's the most interesting one because you get right here the 10 movies here. Kelly's Heroes, Where Eagles Dale, The Outlaw, Josie Wales, Peril Rider, Heartbreak Ridge, Unforgiven, Dirty Harry, City Heat, Gran Torino, and American Sniper. They're part of that Clint Eastwood collection set, and this is actually volume 5 of the set. I don't know why they just picked a random set and just put it there. Maybe because it has the most notable films on here, but that's one I got in stores. This is one I got online, the Dark Knight Trilogy set, which I actually just bought for the slipcover because I already bought the regular set here. I've already shown this off before in a previous video. These are those postcards they had there. I just took that one, just slipped it over this one. I have a new copy of this that I actually have online right now. I just wanted to get the slipcover for this. So that's the Dark Knight Trilogy one. I didn't show you the Clint Eastwood one. All the different clips in there. The Harry Potter box set. Not featuring the Fantastic Beasts movies, so that's a win in my book. All the Harry Potter films, no Fantastic Beasts. The Middle Earth collection, which this one was a hassle to get because when I went into the store to pick it up, all the copies of it had a disc out of the thing. So I had to do like emergency search. Like I was like a surgeon on ER. Like I ran into the bathroom after I purchased this to fix this, so it wouldn't be shaking anymore, and it's not doing that anymore, so that's good. You get the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit in this one. The last one I picked up in the store, Warner Brothers Classic 4 film collection with Casablanca, Gone with the Wind, The Wizard of Oz, and Singing in the Rain. And then the rest of these were online. The Lethal Weapon 4 film collection. With all the Lethal Weapon movies on that one. The Mad Max collection, which I already own the regular version of this. I just got to find it. It's buried behind all those DVDs I have in the back room. So when I find that, I'm going to sell this one that I have in here. I still haven't even opened it. But that's the Mad Max set. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. for all the movies, including Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Gremlins, and last but not least, Beetlejuice. So those are all the newest ones I picked up. I even got another thing that's not really a part of the Warner Brothers set, but it is a Walmart exclusive. This Hunger Games 4 movie collection in this bookcase. You open it up. It looks like a book. Did I really need to get this? Probably not, but then again, I didn't really need all the... And here's all the sets in full. 16 different sets here from the Warner Brothers collection. I'm lucky, I'm glad these, because we're getting close to the end of the month, and usually Walmart likes to rotate their movie collections around the beginning of the new month. So I don't know if these are going to be here by the time I go back up there next week. So I'm glad I got what I got, because most of these are probably going to be gone probably by the end of the time May comes around. Who knows? Maybe they might stick around, but yeah, I got the ones I wanted to get, and I'm really happy about it. I'm really happy I got these. So there you go. That is everything I picked up over the last week, and including today. It's a lot of stuff, yeah, but that's just what we do here. We collect stuff that you better get it now, or else it's going to go up in value, or will never be seen again after this point. So yeah, that's why I do this, and that's what you can expect on this channel. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this episode of Movie Stop, and I'll be back next week. Fortunately, I didn't go see a movie this week. Renfield didn't stop playing here, and Return of the Jedi didn't come to the movie theater I usually go to. So the next time I do a talking about the movies review, it'll be for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which will be next week. But stick with me tomorrow, because tomorrow night we're going to have another Reviewing Network special talking about the upcoming writer strike, the writer strike that's going to start on Monday. I'll take you back to when we had the last writer strike in 2007, what that was like, and how that could be applied to what's going to happen come Monday. We're going to use that time to talk about that. That'll be tomorrow night, so be on the lookout for that. And of course, the usual talking about the movies episodes, I should say, which will be today and tomorrow. So be on the lookout for those. But other than that, that's going to do it. So again, thank you very much for watching, and if you want to see more videos like this, check out the previous episodes on the next page. Hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. So until then, take care.